Hi, everybody. I am Emily Hines. I am the middle school librarian. I am sorry I am not there tonight, but my youngest daughter is being recognized at her Board of Education meeting. So I do appreciate you letting me present in a little bit of an alternative way, an appropriate way to present during COVID. So this is what we used during COVID, actually. It's called Loom. And so you'll see me down in the corner while I share my screen with you. And you can see here that we did check out. I had a movie that we made called Reading Rainbow. Most of you will probably remember Reading Rainbow when you were little. My daughter told me it was cringy enough that I shouldn't share it, so I knew it was probably perfect. So if you want to take a look at this eventually, you can see that I green screened and used some of the green screen technology we have in the library that the students are also able to use to superimpose on top of some other videos and just make kind of an entertaining video prior to the kids learning how to check books out during COVID. We checked out regular books and checked out digital books to them and made sure they were still able to read even though we were not here first quarter. On the next slide, the Warrior Report. So the Warrior Report is part of weekly announcements that we do through my leadership class. I have an 8th-hour class that comes to the library. They are students from National Junior Honor Society, and they create the Warrior Report. They do other recognitions. They do a book of the week, a tech tip of the week. They have teacher challenges that are like minute to win it challenges and other special segments. And this is just an example of one of their Warrior Reports. You're welcome to go check out if you have a chance later. Okay. I also do a Missouri Reader Award Challenge. In the middle school, there are 2 different sets of readers that the students can read from. The 6th graders can read from the Mark Twains. Those cover 4th, 5th, and 6th grade. But then 6th grade can also go from the Trumans. Those cover 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. We had 4 students this year that won a pizza party. Lily Harrell is on the left. She is an 8th grade student. Then Megan Robinson, Jackson Schultz, and Anthony Wilson are all 6th graders that have met this. We have a few more that are close, but not quite there. They actually have until the 30th to complete it. So we will have a few more that I think will make it after this meeting. We also had Read Across America Week. It was planned by our advisory leadership kids in the last hour of the day. And they came up with a really neat theme this year and actually traveling across the United States and had several dress down days that went with it, along with some of the other dress down days that we had this year. In advisory, we have kind of like challenges against each other and competitions. So that was part of that. Okay. Makerspace is the next thing that I'd love to share, and this is actually my most exciting part. I love how we have transformed the middle school library into not just a library, but a makerspace. We are lucky enough to have received the Bodine grant last year and again this year, and because of that, we have a lot of resources we did not have prior to the last 2 years. So up here on the top right, you see a Cricut cutting machine. This is absolutely the students' favorite. They get to design their own shirts. You see some examples down here on the bottom right. And they get to kind of get creative and share it. Most of them want to make gifts for their family members, which I also find really just heartwarming that the students want to share their creativity and not just work towards things for themselves. Then we also have the iPads. We're getting several more iPads. Is also exciting. And this picture here are 2 students working on a stop animation film. The one in this video on the bottom right is going to be what they were actually creating using some of the software on the iPads. We are getting 20 more iPads with the current Bodine grants, and I'm super excited about this. Up here on the top left is a student that's working on WeVideo, and she's actually taking and making a lyric video. A example of the lyric video is here, created by CC Nano, one of our 6th grade students. Our next one is also Makerspace. Up on the top right are Makey Makeys. They're learning coding and circuits and all kinds of neat things. And there's they connect them to a couple different programs to do that. The top left is drawing, and they are using this and then transferring over to some digital pens with the iPads that we have. The bottom right is one of the robotics arm kits that we have, and then this is a 3D digital pen. Then over here on the left, you see some students that built with the Connects and made a car, but then decided to use the Kiva blocks that we just got also through the grant. And they used that and the Sphero together to create a ramp. And you can see their end result here after several tries. They finally got a ramp that worked. And the Sphero, they were able to code to go over the top of the ramp. So we're going to show that quick video right now.